where Rich Strike came from behind. People were saying it was perhaps the greatest comeback in sports history. But then we found this clip on Twitter, and it's the daughter of Terrence Crawford, 7-year-old daughter of Terrence Crawford, who's a boxer running in a youth track meet. And I submit to you, Gordon, that this might be the greatest comeback in sports history. She loses her shoe at the beginning of the race. And does she run without her shoe and come back? No, she stops and puts her shoe back on, costs herself like 7, 8 seconds, gets her shoe back on her foot, then rallies and wins the race by about 10 meters. Just an incredible comeback here. I give her immense credit for being able to put your shoe back on that quickly under pressure, because that is not easy to do. Think about when you're in a rush to leave your house. Perhaps you have a doctor's appointment. Perhaps you're trying to take your kid to school. It is so hard to get your shoe on in a quick amount of time. Sometimes you think you're saving time by not untying your laces, and it just makes it way more difficult. And then you're just struggling trying to kick your toes to the front of the shoe and get it in. She got it back on somehow and just ran all these girls down.
Yeah, extremely impressive. It also makes you think, like, what heat was she in? Because if she didn't lose her shoe, she would have won by like 100 meters. Yeah, they definitely didn't put the correct seed times in. I mean, I guess she was in the middle lane, so
Mm-hmm.
clearly she was the top seed. But yeah, very impressive. Uh, love
Poised.
to see it. I mean, we kind of sometimes see that in like distance races, right? Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
in a marathon or a 10K, you'll see them stop to like fix the shoe because it's not worth trying to run shoeless. What's the when we get to? I mean, this isn't crazy because she did it in the 200 meters. No one puts their shoe
Yeah,
back on in the 200 meters.
I
But
know.
what's the length of distance when it's okay to stop?
At the pro level,
Yeah,
I would say 1500 they keep going. Steeple 3000 and up, you put the shoe back on. There's obviously been some exceptions, and it depends at what point the shoe comes off. I remember Jenny Simpson losing a shoe in a 1500, but I think if it's early on in a five, you pull off to the side and readjust. I just like she went back to do it too. She ran so fast, she went out of her shoes, then went back. She did everything she could to try to make this a fair fight, to make this an even race, and she still wins.
yeah. I also, it's always interesting how shoes come off randomly. It's like, how's that happen? Like, how does a shoe come off when she's about to start, but it stays on when she's sprinting as fast as she can for 200 meters? The
Also,
science doesn't add up.
the audio is great. If you haven't watched the clip, you should watch it because the cheers get like louder and louder and louder as she goes when people see what she's about to do. It's incredible. What do you think the cutoff is for distance where you'd stop?
I think I think 3,001 meters. I don't think you take your shoe off for a 3K.
What if it's a steeple though?
Yeah, you get some splinters in your foot. Ooh, that would suck.
That would hurt. That would be
That would
really
hurt.
painful.
I mean, running just shoeless is gonna suck no matter what. If we're being
Yeah,
honest.
yeah.
Oh man, bottom of your foot. Tracks are not comfortable for your feet. Oh, I don't know. I
Did
don't
you
even want to
see
think
this?
about it.
Yeah.